afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2019 NCAA Division III Men's Soccer Championship first round. Second round games at Rensselaer's ECAT Stadium. Today's game features the Panthers of Middlebury College.
Let's go, Blue!
And the Engineers of RPI. Please welcome the officials for today's contest. The referee is Rob Sabina. Assistant referees are Michael Ziegler and Sean Lyons. The fourth official is Richard Rodriguez.
Hey, let's go, Blue!
Let's go, Middlebury!
Yeah, Blue!
Nick Potter! Woo!
No, I just Carter's there.
Go, man! Hey, man! Yeah, Blue! Let's go, Blue! Hey, man!
Let's go, boys! Let's go, Carter! Pick it up! Pick it up, Carter!
Give me some nice hands today, Carter. 4-3-40. Yeah, Blue! Hey, Blue!
Let's go, boys!
Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys! It's a home game, man. Let's go!
Let's go, Mid! Go, Middlebury!
The home team.
And now let's meet the teams for today's contest. First, from the Middlebury Panthers, number 0, Matthew Meyer. Number 1 is Marco Kappa.
Go!
Number 4, Kieran Uku Steiner.
Goose!
Number 12, Ben Power.
Let's go, buddy!
Number 13, Tanner Hellickson. Number 14 is Shams Manjarami.
All be together. Let's all be together so we can
Number
make noise.
16, Ayu Berry. Number 19, Kieran Ahegi. Number 20 is Ben Taylor.
Yay!
Number 21, Ian Smith.
Yay!
Number 24, Jacob Charles.
Yay!
Number 26, Noah Hanna.
Noah!
Number 27, Max Drayson.
Yes!
And now the starting lineup for the Middlebury Panthers.
Yay!
A junior forward, number 3, Jacob LeBranch.
Jacob!
A senior defender, number 5, Aiden Robinson.
Hero!
A senior defender, number 6, Davis Odette.
Yes! Okay!
Senior forward, number 7, Drew Goulart.
Woo!
Sophomore forward, number 8, Brendan Berry.
Let's go, Berry!
Senior forward, number 10, Ben Potter.
Yes!
Sophomore midfielder, number 11, William Sloan.
Yes!
Sophomore
Go, William!
defender, number 15, Michael McFarland.
Go!
Senior midfielder, number 18, Henry Wilhelm.
Hey,
Senior defender, number 22, Jack Spiridellis. And in goal for Middlebury, number 33, Ryan Green.
Coaches for the Panthers, Greg Conrad, Noah Goss-Walliner, and Scott McLaughlin. The head coach of Middlebury is Alex Elias. And now let's meet the RPI engineers. Number 1, Matt LeBranch. Number 3, Cameron Law. Number 5, Bunke Sekarore. Number 8, Dante Boyd. Number 9, Matt Menendez. Number 13, Gabe Taranto. Number 17, Tommaso Valagosa. Number 18 is Andy Zhao. Number 19, Ben Kogan. Number 20, Nylan Negum. Number 22, Chris Heffernan. Number 25, Sergio Silva. Number 28, Pedro Lara. And now the starters for the Engineers. A sophomore defender, number 2, C.J. Emmerich. Senior midfielder, number 7, Dylan Confair. Senior defender, number 10, Dylan Ushong. Senior forward, number 11, Austin Betterly. A freshman forward, number 14, Eric Duncan. A sophomore forward, number 16, Paul Silva. A freshman forward, number 21, Josh Gaudiano. Junior midfielder, number 23, Mike Harton. Junior defender, number 24, Joe DiMaselli. Junior defender, number 31, Trevor Bisson. And in goal, a sophomore, number 0, Luke Brizak. Assistant coaches for RPI, Ken Fryer, Paul Fowler, and Trevor McCaughey. The head coach of the Engineers is Adam Clinton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and to honor America, we will play the national anthem. Good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting these student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Respect. It's the name of the game.
Was just informed that microphone was off. So that will hopefully you can hear me now. RPI and Middlebury from East Campus Stadium. We welcome you inside ECAV in Detroit, New York, where it is 38 degrees on the field. No sun as of yet. Joe DiMaselli going to hammer this one long. Popped in the air. Duncan trying to find it. Popped in the air. CJ Emmerich's going to come off his shin out for a Middlebury throw. RPI and Middlebury have met 11 times previously, but not since 1970. Eric Duncan looking to turn, slipped up a bit. The Panthers take over. It will be interesting to watch the midfield battle here today between these two teams who both controlled possession in each of their respective games yesterday in the first round. RPI with 59% of the possession against the Lions. Here's a ball chipped. I think the flag is going to go up here. It did. It was Goulart who scored the opener for Middlebury yesterday, Drew Goulart. He was kind of hovering around the ball. He never touched it, but probably smart to whistle that one down for offside. Trevor Bisson will put the ball back into play for the Engineers. Junior center back out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Climbing for the header is Wilhelm. Stepping in is Harton. This will run towards the sideline. Betterly trying to shield. Now Silva. Sent wide. And it'll be over the head of Goulart and out for a throw. Dylan Ashong. Quick throw into Austin Betterly. Panthers take over. All NESCAC second teamer back there is Aiden Robinson. He'll play it back to the NESCAC Rookie of the Year and goalkeeper Ryan Grady. DiMaselli finds Bisson. And now Harton again. Plenty of space for the Engineers to work in their own end. Middlebury not pressing all that high, as you might expect. They're one of the better defensive teams in the country. They've only allowed 11 goals all year. One back through the midfield. That's Ben Potter, senior out of Chicago. Good win there by Bisson. Sprayed wide by Harton. Into Silva. Touched on for Gaudiano. Josh Gaudiano with his first touches of the game. Dribbling end line, and it'll run out. It's a goal kick. Engineers looking to get Gaudiano back on track. He leads the team in goals and points. In fact, those are school records. 15 goals and 35 points are both school records for the freshman. Header went backwards. The Shong will lob it right back into the middle. Trying to turn here is Liam Sloan, sophomore from Harvard, Mass. Gets it wide. Good combination. Here's Goulart. Dribbling on Ashong, and he puts a foot in. Well won there by Dylan Ashong. He'll launch it over everybody. Duncan was checking towards the senior right back, and bit of miscommunication there, but a good defensive play, and that's going to be important for the Engineers on the outside. Middlebury has some talent out there. Goulart on the left, and Brendan Berry on the right. Central striker for Middlebury is Jacob LeBranch, a junior from Eastham, Massachusetts. Middlebury College, located obviously in Middlebury, Vermont. As they turn the Engineers over, now they push forward. Another step over here, shot is blocked. Up onto the mezzanine level by Bissett in the first corner of the game goes to the Panthers. It'll be an in-swinger from the lower left side. And a good header to work it free for Ashong. Stepping in there was Spiridelis. And now Goulart. Back outside. And that pass misfires. Gaudiano takes over. He has speed. See if he tries to get away from the two Panthers that are shadowing him. He elects to try and find Duncan, but it's intercepted. Sent back out wide again. LeBranch, watched by Bisson. Bisson out wide, doing some defending. Finds Goulart. Goulart slips it through. Here's a shot, and it falls to Breezick. I think DiMaselli did just enough to keep Brendan Barry away from that. Breezick did not have much to do in the end, thanks to that defending, but Middlebury, that's as dangerous as they have looked early on. We're just 10 minutes in. Long run for DiMaselli. He'll find Emmerich, but a great game yesterday, C.J. Emmerich. He's a sophomore on this left side. He spent a good amount of time on the right as well. Now he's tripped up, and a whistle's going to go. Engineers will play it short. Here is Dylan Ashong. Out of Pleasant Valley, New York. Plays it long. Tracked down by Sloan. Won back by Ashong. And now Harton. Panthers close on him quickly. DiMaselli, take a look. And somehow skips it through to Gaudiano. Wasn't a big lane there. RPI trying to get Duncan involved. He's been shut down early in this game. They love to get him the ball at his feet. Even 30 yards from goal, 40 yards from goal, and let him work with Betterly and Gaudiano. Bisson, pressure comes from LeBranch. No relation to the RPI goalkeeper. As it's picked by Confair over the top, looking for Betterly. He'll cross it, head it out for a corner. And the Engineer fans in the crowd get a chance to stand there, braving the cold weather here. Root on the Engineers here in this regional final. Confair's over there. He had 2 assists yesterday. And RPI's 4-0 win. He'll take this one towards the back post. Duncan picks it up on the other side. A little step over. And a Meg. And it's shielded. Good defending there from Brendan Barry. He's the right winger for these Panthers in a 4-4-3. Goal kick coming up for Middlebury.
Here we go, Blue. We got this, man. Come on, Blue.
Panthers have made the NCAA tournament for the third year in a row. 2007 national champions. Reached the quarterfinals in 1961, 2008, and 2010. It's been first round exits each of the last 2 years. So they're back in the win column here. That's just played out by Bisson, who's being pressured by Wilhelm. Throw in from LeBranch. It's a good one. Flick on header towards the back post. Brezik tracks it down with one hand. Thought about a quick punt, but he'll now slow things down. Engineers as a team were in a bit of a scoring drought heading into yesterday. They hadn't scored in 2 games. They lost to Ithaca in the regular season finale, and then a draw in which they'd lost to Clarkson 6-5 on penalties in the Liberty League semifinal. So getting that monkey off their back was pretty big. Although their top scorer, as I mentioned, Josh Gaudiano, did not factor into any of the goals, which is hard to believe as well as he's played, even in the last few games. He's had chances, just haven't not fallen for him. There's a ball over the top. We'll see how DiMaselli deals with it. Heads it towards Bisson. Still work to do. It'll be slammed out, but headed by Sloan. Look close to offside there, as Barry was, I guess, even with DiMaselli. Now a shot comes in and a save by Brezik. Big stop there. First time he's really been challenged. Only had 1 save yesterday, but that was a big one for the sophomore. Now, that was dangerous there, as Duncan challenged Grady. Wasn't quite a 50-50 ball, but you don't want your goalkeeper going in to too many of those challenges. Last touch by Duncan, so it will be a goal kick. Engineers making their 9th NCAA tournament appearance. They've never made it past the second round, but they've made it to the second round in each of their last 3 trips. So RPI looking to break new ground here in 2019. They've already done so in a number of respects as far as records go. Yesterday they set the school record for wins in the season with their 15th. This year they've also enjoyed a 15-game unbeaten streak, a 10-game winning streak inside of that. And of course, I mentioned the records for Gaudiano. Bouncing ball, Betterly trying to get there. Again, defended well by Odette. You don't give up just 11 goals on the year for Middlebury without stout defending, especially on the outside. And Odette's done a pretty good job here against Betterly early in this game. Bisson trying to find Silva. Touch it wide. Silva and his midfield partner, Dylan Confair, were academic all-district first-teamers. You throw in Michael Harton in there as well, who is also a Liberty League all-academic. All 3 of them obviously were. And you have possibly one of the smartest midfields in all of the Division III. There's Harton, who is a true engine in the midfield for RPI. Last touch by Silva, throw into Middlebury. Engineers had 9 all-leaguers. As far as the postseason accolades go. Good slide tackle by Emmerich. And a throw in to Middlebury. RPI fans wanted a foul. I thought Emmerich got clipped. We have a very experienced refereeing crew today. I think the players understand that. At least I hope they do. Harton a header. Duncan. Gaudiano. That one skips by. Stepping in is Bisson. Just clears it out. Robinson going to head it backwards to Brady, who handles and distributes quickly. Michael McFarland, part of that big center back duo for Middlebury. He and Robinson are all NESCAC second team, along with Wilhelm and the goalkeeper Grady, excuse me. That one comes off of Emmerich, and another throw for Middlebury. Engineers have had some big wins here this season, notably over Williams and Oneonta, 2 teams that this senior group has never beaten before, so that was big for them. I know they've mentioned that in the past, those 2 big victories. Now they face another NESCAC here. There's a blocked cross and another corner for Middlebury, their second. Only one shot in the game. It was that save that Brezek had to make. Coming up on 20 minutes into the contest. Towards the back post, headed back down. And Harton gets a foot to it to clear. Sent back towards the corner. Emmerich's going to try and shield this. And last touched by a Panther. It'll be a goal kick. Low goal kick. Flicked on by Emmerich. Panthers trying to counter in a hurry. DiMaselli steps in. Chipped up the sideline. Good touch there from the center back, and RPI is going to win a throw. We knew things were not going to come as easily for RPI today as they did yesterday against first-time NCAA participant Eastern Nazarene. Now Duncan triple team. Can he get out of it? Wins a throw, which is almost as good as you can expect in that situation. Long throw again. Gaudiano thought he got pushed. And another throw in for RPI. Gaudiano continues to question the no call. Duncan trying to step in front of McFarland. That's a battle to look for the rest of the day. Now Gaudiano on it. What does he have in the bag of tricks here? It's a cross over the head of Betterly, running towards the corner flag, and out for a goal kick. Betterly was all-league first team, along with Gaudiano. And Bisson. And I'm missing one. Harton. Michael Harton, all Liberty League first team. Dylan Confair was the only second team selection, and RPI had 4 honorable mention. Duncan, Ashong, DiMaselli, and Brezek. That's 9 of your starting 11.
Cook him, Drew! Let's go, Drew Lane!
Middlebury on the attack. Potter lost out there. That was Silva all the way back in his own defensive corner to win that. And a bicycle attempt from Wilhelm at midfield. He's feeling it. Quite unexpected from Wilhelm, senior out of Shaker Heights, Ohio. There's a collision. Nothing comes of that. Ball comes free. Panthers trying to move forward. Here's LeBranch. Goulart launching it, looking for Barry. Good settle. Fakes a shot. Getting a touch was Emmerich, and a good one. Right back on it now. Barry's open down the wing, but they go backwards. Goulart plays it forward. Potter on the run. Watched by Bisson. Now Goulart again. That was blocked. Picked up by Duncan. The quick feet of Eric Duncan, freshman from Decatur, Georgia. Scored goal number 5 on the season. Nice job to bring it down there by Betterly. Chipping it is Duncan, but it's headed down and cleared by the Panthers. Shong pops a header skyward. Lifted there by Goulart. Good battle as Confair won it for a moment. Now it's played wide, but Bisson closer to it than Goulart will work it back. 20 minutes to go in the first half. A stalemate of sorts, just one shot in the game. Belongs to Middlebury. This is played over the top from Bisson. Robinson over. Wilhelm. Betterly steps in. Now Silva. Some room on the left side. Emmerich looks to join the play. He'll cross it towards the back post. Duncan! Oh! Eric Duncan, who scored on a header yesterday, looking for another. It was a delightful ball from Emmerich. Although curling away from the head of Duncan, that could be the only critique. It was a great look for the sophomore Emmerich out of Woodbury, New York. That's as close as the Engineers have come to scoring in this game. Bisson rises for that header. McFarland touches it back. And Grady high and wide towards the stand. Emmerich finds Duncan, turns out of trouble. Now Silva, corner kick coming. Second corner of the game to match Middlebury's 2. The big bodies are up for RPI. 5 goals on the year for Trevor Bisson, his second on the team. Joe DiMaselli has 3 of his own. Here's the cross, headed by Bisson. That's going to be held by Grady. Didn't get the power on it that he wanted. High punt from Grady. Confair fearlessly puts his head on it. Has to be cold. Wilhelm. Wide to Goulart. First touch, looking for Barry. And he's tripped up by Bisson. And a free kick for the Panthers here in a dangerous spot. Spray is out. Always fun to see. Over the ball is Potter. This will be curling towards the RPI net. Here's the cross. And right to Brezik. He'll launch one looking for Gaudiano. Trying to head it. Still Gaudiano. Has Betterly in the middle. Betterly! Save made by Grady. And he holds on. That's what happens when you find Josh Gaudiano in space. He wanted to lay that one up a little bit for Betterly. There was a very large window to try and fit that ball in. By the time Austin got to it, it was a little bit too close to the end line. He didn't have a great angle, but credit Grady for the stop. A 2-foot save, and he was able to keep it not only from popping back into play or going out for a corner, but hold on in general. Grady entered this tournament third nationally in save percentage at close to 89%. Silva a header. Betterly. That's too far. Looking for Austin Betterly once again was Duncan. Game has opened up just a bit. Something Middlebury, I'm sure, knows they need to be worried about. Is when they get those bodies forward, RPI can look to counter with Gaudiano, and they nearly did there. Odette playing it wide. Goulart all the way back on his own side of midfield. Throw into the Panthers. Rising for the header there was Potter. This is going to bounce out again. Neither team has made a substitution, as you might expect. Both were able to get their starters off the field at least a bit yesterday. RPI built a 3-0 lead and emptied the bench. Eventually added a fourth. Middlebury, with a couple of goals in the first half, they could play a little more conservatively. And Johnson and Wales never really threatened the Panthers. Pass is blocked. Harton launching this one over the top. McFarland a touch. Robinson trying to clean up. It'll be tracked down by Spiridelis. DiMaselli a header. Got it down by Potter and a throw for RPI. 14 minutes to go in the first half. Potter works out of some trouble. Bisson all the way over. He'll use Brezik. LeBranch tries to put him under, and this will run out for a throw. Confair steps in. Duncan trying to settle. Still Duncan. As that ball came off of McFarland, now Duncan. Gaudiano steps inside. Still Gaudiano. Lines up a shot, and it's blocked. Wait a little bit too long. Emmerich into Duncan. Good turn by Duncan. Now Silva back to Harton. Ashong. And Bisson. Making a run is Confair. Ball's off the mark. Harton settles. Now DiMaselli Tried to squeeze that into Duncan. It was intercepted, but given right back. RPI ranked 12th nationally in the coaches poll. As they try to slide it through, Betterly trying to get there. And a good shielding job there by Odette. Now we'll get our first sub. Ben Cogan's going to come in for the Engineers. He'll replace Duncan. Betterly's going to slide into the middle, and Silva will push up on the right. Cogan scoring his second goal of the year yesterday, helping RPI to their 4-0 win. Wilhelm. McFarland. Barry. Spiridelis. Long ball forward. LeBranch trying to touch it past DiMaselli. And it's going to be a goal kick in the end. Middlebury answers with a couple of subs of their own. Subs for the Panthers. Shams Mojirani is in, and Max Drazen. Pretty dynamic, the two of them. RPI have to be careful. Drazen, especially on the wing. He's got some size and some pace. He'll be on the right now. Betterly trying to settle. Trying to touch Gaudiano through. No. Cogan steps in. One back, however. Here's Drazen's first touch. And stumbling was Emmerich. Gaudiano wins it back momentarily. Now he's back on it. Still Gaudiano. Finding Confair. Has a man wide. It's Silva now. Had to wait for it. Now he's double teamed. Trying to touch it through. And again defended. The double team worked well for Middlebury. Not afraid to get numbers back behind the ball. In lieu of keeping players higher upfield. Mojirani. Now a long throw up the sideline is going to run out. Where didn't it run out is the question. Mojirani lost it. Tried to find it back. Played through, headed by Bisson. Right to Emmerich, who's got some space. Good vertical ball for Cogan, but Cogan's pass, not as quality. That's going to run out for a throw. RPI fans letting everyone know they saw it first. Into Gaudiano's feet, and a stoppage here. It's Mojirani needed to tie his shoe. He just got on. He must have forgotten off the bench. Betterly gets ahead. Whacked forward. Mojirani. Spiridelis gave it away. Gaudiano a touch. Josh Gaudiano on the run. Spin move. Cuts it back to the end line. Across. Turns into a shot. And a save by Grady. Sometimes it's just mesmerizing to watch. That's not good if you're a defender. It looked like there were 3 Panthers between Gaudiano and the goal, but he made them disappear. Substitution for Middlebury, not yet. RPI throw. And another 7 minutes to go in the first half. RPI looking for a breakthrough. Ringo Starr said, don't come easy. Here's Emmerich over the top. Too far for everybody. It'll be a goal kick, and now the subs can come on. Just the one. Noah Hannum comes in, replacing Drew Goulart on that left side. He's got a sizable cast on his right hand. So he picked the right sport. Hannum. Poor touch from Drazen. Gives it back to RPI. Ashong. Pressured. Just chips it towards the corner flag. Nobody home. Robinson will let it run.
Here we go, men. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Let's get one in, Middlebury!
Ashong, a foot. Betterly settling well. Betterly didn't want it on his left foot. He misses Gaudiano with the pass, but Josh tracks it down. Josh pass one. Gaudiano. Across is blocked. Corner kick coming. Third corner for RPI. They've now flipped the shots battle 4-1 Engineers. Confair to take it. Here it is. Bisson to one, headed out. Harton a shot over the top. Half volley from Harton. Missing high. Ready to put the ball back into play. Good turn. On the run is Hannum. Stepping in was Ashong. Loose ball. Robinson back to play. 3.5 to go in the half. Bisson a header. Hannum. Header from Ashong. Hannum. Playing it forward. Stepping in, Dimaselli. Confair defending now. Nice job by Sloan to work it forward, although he was intercepted. Ashong has some time to look upfield and switches it nicely to Emmerich. A little touch and go from CJ Emmerich, but he loses it there. Lob forward. Nobody home. Bisson again. We'll take a crack at that right side. Up to win the header is Confair. Betterly lost the handle. Odette off of Silva. Throw in for Middlebury.
Come on, man.
Here we go, boys.
To look at Davis Audata Sr. out of Denver, Colorado. Well-directed header from Bissett. Gaudiano trying to turn his man. Spiridelis just lost it at the last moment. Clubbed out by the Panthers. DiMaselli outside the left boot all the way back to Brezic. With that sub for Mojirani, he's taken over the center striker role with LeBranch dropping back more to the midfield. There's a missed touch. Betterly trying to turn. Still Betterly. And he had help. Not sure if he knew it or not. Emmerich up strong for a header. Touches it up the line. It'll be a throw in. Drilled forward. DiMaselli lifts it back the other way. Kogan off his shoulder. Bit of a juggle there on the head of Sloan. And now Harton. Shoved down, and he's shaken up a bit, Harton. Referee says advantage. Bouncing ball, top of the box. Headed backwards. Betterly still trying to get there. Betterly. It's blocked out. Corner kick again. Austin just could not find that ball under his feet. By the time he did, he was swarmed by Panthers. 28 seconds on the clock. This is close to the last play of the half. Can RPI make it count? Here's the corner kick. Bisson gets up over his head. Sloan will crank it out with 10 seconds. That'll just about do it. As RPI can send it back in. 4 to go. And that'll do it for the first half of play. No score here, RPI in Middlebury, but the excitement picked up as the half went along. We'll have the second 45 coming up in just a bit. You're watching NCAA regional final action on RPI TV.
Come on, man! Let's go, man! Let's go, man! Let's go, man! Let's go, man!
Lights are on here at East Campus Stadium. Second half underway. RPI and Middlebury Winner goes on to face Messiah, who defeated Oneonta today 4-1 in Oneonta, New York. Dylan Confair. No. Goulart trying to play it forward. Intercepted with the header by DiMaselli. Now here's Silva. Middlebury wanted a dangerous kick there. None called. Wilhelm. Back to the starting 11 for RPI. Same 11 for Middlebury. Good tackle by Bisson. Silva. Galloping forward is Emmerich. Good retreating run there by LeBranch to break it up. Although trying to find LeBranch is off the mark. Throw into RPI. Shots in the first half, 6-1 Engineers. RPI also had, 55% of the possession to Middlebury's 45. Bisson back for DiMaselli. Harton thought about trying to find Betterly, and it's a ball over the top, and Confair's making the run. A touch and a throw for the Engineers. Ashong into Confair. Now Betterly. And it comes off of Audette in the end. Quickly thrown into Betterly again. Back out to Ashong. Cross is blocked. And a corner kick coming. Can the Engineers convert here on this set piece? It's their 5th corner. Silva comes over. Middlebury sends 2, which most likely means RPI is going to play this long. Here's Confair. Ball in. To the top of the box. Gattiano, a left foot. Didn't get what he wanted on it. Looped in the air. Gattiano trying to settle. Gattiano going to work in the corner. Cuts inside. Cleared out. Tough assignment for Spiridelis. He's done well. No one's shut Gattiano down as far as creating chances. They've just kept him off the score sheet last 5 games. Flag goes up here offside on Betterly. Three shots on goal so far for RPI, 1 for Middlebury. They had the first shot of the game. In fact, it challenged Luke Brezik, the RPI goalkeeper. Had to dive to his right to make a stop. Bisson up for the header. Betterly, nice turn. Trying to find Duncan. Duncan on the run. Double team comes, slips away, tried to touch it in for Silva. It was a good idea for the freshman. Silva just didn't whip his head around quite quickly enough. It was a tough play on both ends. Low Pontier from Grady. Ashong gets a header. Silva back to Ashong. Emmerich is free on the right if they can find him. RPI will go the short way. Emmerich lost it on the dribble. Wilhelm stepping in very well is DiMaselli. He'll play it long. Intercepted by Robinson. Turning is Barry, gave it away. Now Ashong on the run. Wide to Betterly, who pulls up. Into Silva. Silva back outside. Early stages, second half. Austin Betterly got held up a bit there, but is able to get back to the ball. Ashong will send it in. On the hop, it's headed clear and whacked out of there by Barry. Emmerich dueling here with LeBranch. It'll be played long by Spiridelis. Nobody there. Forcing RPI to reset. Bisson cracks it up the wing. Betterly a header. Miss hit. Betterly's down. See if he needs attention. Goulart comes over to see if he's okay. Gives him a slap on the chest. And then Audette showing very good sportsmanship. This is as clean a game as we've seen here at East Campus Stadium in quite some time, which is a little bit remarkable considering the stakes. But you have to commend these two teams. That's going to be a corner, I believe. They're going to call a handball on Betterly. Linesman didn't see it, so he had a brief, I guess, visual conversation there with the head ref. And he determined it came off the hand of Betterly. 53rd minute of play. Bisson a header. Stepping in is Potter. LeBranch, Goulart. Stepping in, great sliding tackle by Bisson. Carton. Triple teamed, comes free to Bisson. He'll try and find Gaudiano, but it's intercepted. Here's Barry. On his left, a shot, and that's headed well wide. Carton shaken up again. He's had a bit of a rough go of it. Not in his play by any means, but he's been knocked down a few times. This is going to take this corner. Almost no wind today. He had some wind to deal with yesterday, both teams, in the early game at least. Harton finds Gaudiano on the wing. Gaudiano for Silva. Back to Harton. And all the way back. DiMaselli trying to find Gaudiano. That alley-oop ball they like to put up to him. He's so good at bringing it down. Throw in, finds Duncan. Wide for Gaudiano. Here is Emmerich. He'll cross it. Betterly went up. It was headed clear. Goulart will clear. Second effort. Headed down. Silva thought about going into a slide, but then thought better of that. Emmerich trying to step in. He pokes it backwards. Bisson and DiMaselli work it out. Little flick on header here. Duncan touches it wide. Here's Betterly. Trying to work it around Audette, and he wins that battle. That'll run out. Potter couldn't keep it in. Throw into RPI. Last touch by Sloan. Headed straight down. Goulart some time. He'll lob it onto there. DiMaselli charging forward, trying to win it. Falls to Harton. DiMaselli wide for Emmerich. Pushes it past Barry. Gaudiano. Thought he got shoved. This is headed backwards. Silva. Overhead kick. Is Gaudiano on? Linesman says yes. Stepping in is Emmerich again. Still Emmerich. Lost it out. Now Gaudiano again. Overlapping run. Emmerich's onside. Here's the cross. Right to Grady. You hold on. A boot from Grady. Emmerich gets a foot to it. Here's Barry. Brendan Barry's a sophomore from Weathersfield, Connecticut. Throwing for Middlebury and a substitution the first of the second half for either team. Sloan off. And Keenan Uckelsteiner. Ulkusteiner, excuse me. Comes in. Long throw coming up from LeBranch. Flick on header. Came to Bissett. And now a shove in the back on. And we're going to stop the clock here. And Ulkusteiner getting a talking to here. Must have been something he said. He wasn't involved in the play. Duncan was decked, and certainly a tactical foul there by Spiridelis. If it was any further upfield, he might have seen a yellow card. Bisson steps in, chipping, looking for Duncan. Sent out, going to be a corner. How quickly things can stop on a dime here. For change, Duncan and Betterly combining there just moments after the ball was put back into play in RPI's defensive third. Sixth RPI corner. Confair is over. Here's the ball in. Falls to Gaudiano. And he rolled it wide. Well wide. Not much as far as chances to speak of here in this second half. No miscommunication there for RPI. No one went to the ball. Bisson gets a foot to it. Confair clears it out. Pretty good sized crowd, factor in the weather. Sunday afternoon. No other sporting events going on here on campus. Yesterday was a busy day. Here's the throw. Flick on towards the far side of the 18. Goulart sending it in, nobody around. And Bisson was able to clear. Betterly. Odette. But a good touch to win it back. Now some time and space for Potter. They left it aside, only Ashong was there. Trying to find the feet of Duncan, but a thumbs up from the freshman saying, good idea. Out for a throw. Betterly looking to hold up and turn. Intercepted by Wilhelm. If you don't move it quickly against Middlebury, they will surround the ball and win it back. RPI is finding that out as it's handled on a hop by Grady. Like any good defense, ball can't stay in one place for too long. It will be suffocated. There's a missed kick from Grady, who hears about it from the RPI student section. Headed in the air. That was McFarlane who came to the rescue. Bisson steps in to win that. Over to Silva. Silva to Harton. Harton wide. A lot of room for Emmerich on the outside. And McFarlane steps in again. Playing up the wing. DiMaselli on the slide. Wins it back. And now Gaudiano. Charging forward. Trying to slip it in. Duncan's onside. Still Duncan. Hands it off to Confair. Emmerich, a low cross. Cleared out by Wilhelm. Ashong. You almost want Duncan to try and take someone on there. Now a ball played into Gaudiano. Cleared out by McFarlane. It's going to stay in play. He didn't get much of it. Confair. Wide, gives it back to Confair. There's the cross, and the ball went out. Engineers are inching forward. Emmerich. Flick on from Silva. Finds Gaudiano. Back to Silva. Into Duncan. Try to lay it off. Comes free right to Betterly. Betterly cutting inside. Trying to slide it through. Oh, we had Duncan. Cleared out. Harton with a great job to stay on the ball. Wide to Gaudiano. He gets cracked and a foul. And a free kick for RPI. And the Engineers bench says finally. Coach Clinton with a quick discussion here with the kick takers, Confair and Betterly. Betterly is going to head towards the middle. Confair is going to take this kick. Goes short to Gaudiano. Touches it back to Betterly. Betterly a shot! Easily handled by Grady. RPI had a play on there. They played it short to Gaudiano. He didn't have a whole lot of room. He quickly closed down and did the best he could. He found Betterly. Header won by Wilhelm. Then Emmerich steps up. Wide to Gaudiano. Trying to turn on Spiridelis. Behind Confair. And he lost it. LeBranch. Sliding tackle there. And they're going to call a handball. And now a stoppage in play. He says no more, says the referee. He doesn't want to hear any more. From either bench. Free kick on the handball. a good distance from goal. They'll go short with it. McFarland. Blocked by DiMaselli. It'll run out for a throw. Substitution for the Panthers. Drazen is back in, replacing Potter. And Jacob Charles in for Brandon Berry. Another long throw. Headed. Header again, and this time Breezick. First touch of the game for Jacob Charles is a shot on goal. Robinson didn't do himself any favors there as he had a poor first touch, but he recovers to clear it out. Silva playing it wide, some room for DeBetterly. He'll curl the ball in, punched out. Confair trying to get there, he does. Watched by Drazen. Emmerich trying to play it back into Confair. Another cross that's headed away. Harton. Wide to Ashong. He'll line up a shot. That's well high and wide. Seven draws on the season for Middlebury, so they're used to playing in these type of games. RPI, just a couple. They've been in some tight ones as well. They've been able to pull them out for the most part. Still plenty of time left, 23 and change. Another long throw in. LeBranch sends it in, headed by DiMaselli. Betterly sends it out. RPI trying to counter. Emmerich. An all right-footed play, but he made it look just fine. Headed by Charles. Throw into the Engineers this time. Over the top, Charles looked like he was offside. And a save is made by Breezick. What a chance there. I don't know how he was on, but a huge stop there by Luke Breezick. His second save of the game keeps this 0-0. Now a foul as Confair went down. Wilhelm got him. I need to see that play again, the Breezick play. Free kick for RPI. Oh yeah, that was a blown call. Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. Huge save by Breezick. He was offside by a couple, you could even tell from here. Official's done a great job so far. That's almost shocking, that volley, but in the end, Breezick not only saved it for the Engineers, but for our official on the outside. Breezick out of his box. He's going to be careful with that, and he'll pick it up. Goalkeepers have had some trouble with their punting today, both of them. You got a freshman at one end and a sophomore in the other. Little 1-2 between Gaudiano and Silva. Now a long ball. Racing forward is Duncan. It's going to be shielded here out for a goal kick. As we approach 20 minutes to play in regulation in the scoreless game. Nearly 4:30 here on the East Coast. So I want to welcome all of you watching from wherever you are in the United States or around the world here on RPI TV. Welcome to Troy, New York, where it is a rather mild 37 degrees. Now Charles on the run is a good ball wide for him. He'll send a ball in. It was blocked. Silva fans on it. Confair just chipping it wide. A little bit too much on it. Emmerich's not going to get there. Throw in for Middlebury. Which team can remain calm? Going to benefit them greatly here. Certainly some frustration to set in over the last few games for RPI despite what they've accomplished. They've had some trouble scoring up until yesterday. There's a flick on header. Cross comes in. It was headed wide anyway. Going to be held. It's going to be a goal kick. Substitution for RPI. It was the only sub they made in the first half, and it's going to be Kogan coming in for Confair this time.
RPI substitution, number 19, Ben Kogan in the game. For number 7, Billy Confair.
RPI has never advanced past the second round. Most recently, in 2015, they lost to Brandeis in overtime, 2-1. After beating Stevens. Brandeis was the host in that occasion. Betterly dribbling. Still Betterly. Slips it in. Trying to chip it wide. And Duncan, he had like Kogan over there. Just pulled it a little bit too much out for a goal kick. Bisson, Kogan, Ashong, Betterly. All the way out was Goulart. And then it's played out by Odette. Who's going to be the hero today? The throw in for the Engineers. You almost have to think Gaudiano's due. Harton sending it wide. Or into the middle, rather. Cleared out. Charles trying to settle. Touch pass, Bisson. Middlebury might be in business here. Goulart. Lost out to Silva, and a throw in for RPI. Bisson stepping in. Challenging there when he doesn't win the ball there. Middlebury looked like they could have had numbers, but they also had Goulart fall to the ground. Now, Duncan trying to play a ball over. Headed by Spiridelis. Had to be there. Now Duncan, he is hauled down. We're going to call a yellow card coming. Or maybe not. I guess the location may have saved Middlebury there, as it wasn't a clear and obvious scoring opportunity, but it certainly would have been one if Duncan would have been able to get on the end of that ball. A little bit surprised we don't see yellow here. "15 minutes to go, and a free kick and a good spot for the Engineers. Joe DiMaselli will be over the ball. The junior center back from Rockville Center, New York, down on Long Island. Will hit this one with his left foot. Here's the ball towards the back post and over everybody and out of play. Bit of a waste there for DiMaselli. Have to give someone a chance. Couple of subs waiting for Middlebury. Shots are 10-4 RPI, 4-3 on goal. Luke Brizek's made a couple of big saves. Michael Harton trying to get on the end of this. Keeps it in on the slide. Not for long, it goes out. Substitution coming from Middlebury. Potter's back in, replaces Drazen. And Liam Sloan back in for Steiner. Chip towards the sideline, out of play. Flick on. Sent wide by Ashong. Emmerich plays it backwards. Flick on header from Duncan is a good one, finding Gaudiano. Gaudiano. Referee, if Gaudiano was selling anything there, he wasn't buying it. At least we know he's not going to get any help. He's had a brief conversation with the referee afterwards as well. Here is Duncan touching it wide. Slipping it into the middle. Wilhelm is back to defend, and Middlebury, again, getting numbers behind the ball in a hurry is their specialty, and they do it again there. Harton chipping towards the corner. Kogan backpedaling, trying to settle. Goulart sends it back to Wilhelm. Wilhelm gives it away. Kogan. Quickly to Silva. Silva on his right. Back to Betterly. Into Duncan. Silva. A crack. Gaudiano takes a deflection and a corner kick for RPI. The Engineers with their 7th corner upcoming as the clock ticks down, close to 11 minutes to play in regulation. Michael Harton in to take this one with Confair on the bench momentarily. Here's the ball. It's a high one towards the top of the box. Gaudiano, a volley over the top. Substitution for Middlebury. RPI has been better on their free kick delivery. Has not been good today. Gaudiano trying to thread the needle to Silva. And now a fall is called, and that's not going to win any favors there with the Engineers. Under 10 to go. Flick on is a good one from Wilhelm. Backtracking is Emmerich. Duncan lost out in the end to Sloan. Turning with it is Hannum. Betterly wins it off him. Odette trying to play it to Wilhelm. And another foul called, and that's not going to, Engineers fans, not going to like that either. Felt like Gaudiano's being clipped in the same manner. Free kick for Middlebury. Goulart's over it. Sends it in. Headed in the air. Bicycle kick, or a half bike anyway, right to Brazic.
You go, Michael!
Free header there for Sloan. He gets another one. Wilhelm nodding it wide. This is Potter. Played long. DiMaselli sends it right back where it came from. Long ball, straight ahead. Breezic going to handle. It's been a well-played game on both sides. That's why we're still scoreless. Everything you'd expect from a regional final we've gotten so far. If we are still scoreless in the next 7.5 minutes, we're going to have overtime here. Duncan. Couldn't track that down. Some space now. Trying to slip it through. And a needed foot in from Bisson. Again given away. Harton in good position to win it back, however. Ashong trying to find Kogan. Now Harton. Advantage played there as Goulart had his arm up on Kogan's shoulder, but RPI kept it. Gaudiano takes a look, trying to slip it through to Silva. Too far. Kogan wins it back, although he played it a little bit too far on the outside. Can Emmerich keep it in? Yes. Good move. Finding Silva. Harton smashes it to Ashong. Trying to find Duncan, he was off balance. Looking for a foul, he's not getting it. Headed by Ashong. Cleared out. Duncan settling on the chest. Trying to play it wide, but it's red. Good positioning there. Once again. Now Betterly with a move. The cross, punched out. And a foul here on the Engineers. Duncan was crashing in. And Grady was fouled. Flick on header. DiMaselli the last one back, and he launches it forward. Duncan went straight up. He didn't know where it was. Betterly outside of the foot. Duncan bouncing ball. He'll settle it back to Betterly. Pressure comes. He steps around it. Back to Harton. Harton on the move. Trying to slip it through to Gaudiano. Gaudiano inside. Still Gaudiano trying to fight his way in. And it'll be pushed out. LeBranch will clear. Even finding Hannum. Good challenge by Silva. Betterly. 3.5 to go. Silva touches it back to Betterly. Back to Silva. Tough to handle that. Wilhelm. Hannum. Wilhelm. Turning is Wilhelm. Sends it wide. Some space over there. Chipping. Betterly, or excuse me, DiMaselli. Beg your pardon. And it did just enough. Wilhelm a header. Good tackle by Ashong. Betterly into Duncan. Little 1-2. Betterly on the wing. Two Panthers watch. Trying to step in. He wins the corner. Substitutions both ways. Confair's coming back in. Replacing Kogan. And for Middlebury. Hannum back off. Brandon Berry in. Confair back to taking his corner kicks. Two minutes to go. Here's the corner. A header over the top. Off the football upright, should be a goal kick. A foul here. Gaudiano, or excuse me, Silva with his hands up. Long ball. Emmerich gets a foot to it. Wilhelm tried to step past Emmerich. 1 minute to go in regulation. Emmerich plays it out for a throw. And that means the long throw is coming. LeBranch to put the ball in. Headed out to the top of the box. A shot blocked. That was Sloan. Another header from Robinson. Duncan Gets ahead to it. Robinson had to be there again. And a foul here. 16 seconds to go in regulation. RPI is going to try and take it quickly. Bisson. And we're going to have a yellow card coming with 6 seconds left. Potter's going to get an unnecessary yellow card. Continues to argue with our MLS referee today. To no avail. MLS experienced referee. This ball has to travel 70 yards and go into the goal in 6 seconds if it's going to count.
Get over there, give a little huddle pep talk.
Come on, Carter, get him going.
Get some screaming.
And so she was like, oh my God, that was a lot of responsibility to me for your daughter. And I was like, I said, I'm fine with it, but I don't mind either way. I'm happy it's.
Clark's touched on the 89th minute, 89-26.
WPI. Oh, yeah.
They were very much like this team. Very solid team.
Overtime at East Campus Stadium. Glad you're joining us on this now Sunday evening. 10 minutes on the clock. If we get a goal, we get a winner. If not, we play another 10. And then penalty kicks. It's going to be a throw in here for RPI. Wilhelm shipping. Header from Bisson. Gaudiano wide. Confair turning. He gets fouled by Sloan. I have here that Middlebury is 3-2 in games going to penalties. RPI, I don't think, has ever gone to penalty kicks in the NCAA tournament. That's in tournament play, exclusively throughout the years. Duncan comes off to Confair. Wide to Betterly. Not enough on the pass. Sloan. He takes a heavy touch but recovers. Lobbed over the top. DiMaselli. Loses out there. Settling is Bisson and cranking it. Robinson. Duncan tried to lay it off, but he didn't get anything on the pass. Able to be picked away by Robinson, who gives it in turn back to Ashong, wide to Betterly. Betterly back to Ashong. He'll chip it forward. Header one there. Little back heel. Trying to give it back outside. Confair got in the way, but it falls to him. Throw in as Silva trying to beat his man off the dribble. RPI 5-7 all-time in NCAA tournament games. Panthers are now 12-7-5. Those 5 draws, of course, the 5 penalty kick games I was talking about. Back outside, Ashong, Harton, trying to send it in on the ground. Not a lot of room there. Settling up top is Barry, but he's all by himself. And DiMaselli did not need to foul there. Bit of a gift. He was 1-on-5, essentially. But now Middlebury can send some bodies forward. From midfield, a free kick. Headed down, chip towards the back post. Silva Betterly on the run. Betterly cutting inside. Trying to slip it through to Gaudiano. Look at Emmerich run. Wide to Gaudiano. Josh Gaudiano. Back to Confair. Putting his hand up is Duncan over his head. And off of Betterly, a goal kick. Duncan couldn't get there. Good foot from Confair. Gaudiano trying to turn the corner on Spiridelis. He has help. Does Spiridelis inside. It's McFarland cutting inside and out. The cross into the box off the shoulder of Betterly. And whistle here is a player down. I think it's Betterly. Took a shot to the head, it appears. And he's going to shake this off. One of the tougher players you'll see, Austin Betterly, the senior. Out of Plymouth Meeting, New York. Has had quite a career here for these Engineers. He doesn't want it to end tonight. Playing in his 67th career game for RPI. 13 career goals, 11 assists for Austin Betterly. He's been consistent too. 4 goals in each of his his sophomore and junior years. 3 goals so far this year with 5 assists, all-league first-teamer. Throw into RPI. He'd love to make it a round 4 for the season. For the 3rd straight year. Bisson with some pressure. It backs off, now he has time. That ball curling away from Gaudiano, he couldn't track it down. 4 minutes to go in our first overtime. Of potentially 2. Brezik drills it at Emmerich. Emmerich did his best, but that's a tough ball to handle. Barry will cross one. Up for the header is Bisson. Silva plays the feet of Betterly. Meggs his man. Still Betterly. Into Confair, wide to Gaudiano. Chipping. Back post. Duncan he was looking for. RPI throw. 3 minutes left here in OT. Quickly ahead is Ashong. But no one's joined him. Now into Betterly. Double team comes. Out for a goal kick.
Let's go, Blue! 3 minutes, Blue! Come on, dig deep! Let's go, Seniors!
34 degrees here at East Campus Stadium. We have a winter weather advisory starting, thankfully, tomorrow. Throw in to RPI. Gaudiano. One back by Potter. Harton gets up for another. Potter looking to play at the sideline, finds Barry. He'll pull back, look for help, and has it. LeBranch. Wide to Goulart. One-on-one against Lachon. To the end line is Goulart. The cross. Slid in. Shot coming. Went wide. That's as good a chance as Middlebury's had, at least since the first half. 1 minute to go in overtime before we play another 10. Bisson taking his time here. Silva chipping. Headed but right to Confair, 32 seconds. Betterly into Confair. Back outside, Betterly. Cutting inside. Drops it back. Harton. Well off the mark. And that'll do it for OT. Number 1. Ten more minutes of overtime, maybe, unless we get a goal. Stay right here. We'll have that second overtime coming up on RPI TV. The winner moves on to the Sweet 16.
Okay, White, let's do this. Aaron Goodwin, I love you. Keep it up. Let's do it, RPI!
Welcome inside East Campus Stadium. We're going to double overtime between Middlebury and RPI, the 12th meeting between these two schools. The most recent was in 1970. RPI won nothing. They're looking to do that again here tonight. The last time the Engineers were in the NCAA tournament, they made it to this round. It was against Brandeis on the road. They lost in double overtime 2-1. Paul Lentine scored a goal in that game for the Engineers in the 90th minute to tie the game. At the time, they were down a goal, obviously. But Evan Jastremski scoring in the 102nd minute for Brandeis, and they advanced. This Engineer team trying to become the first in school history to advance past this round of 32. Shots through 100 minutes, are 15-7 RPI, but shots on goal are even 4-4. Underway in second overtime of action here. Goulart for Middlebury. Trying to play it over the top. Out comes Breezik. He'll head it. Now Wilhelm steps on the ball. Goulart. Thought about a shot. Has a man on the outside. He'll use him. Good ball. Low cross. DiMaselli got a foot in. That was Spiridelis with the cross attempt on the outside. The right back getting all the way forward. You hope teams start taking chances here as someone who despises penalties. Here's the throw. Flick on header. Bisson gets up. RPI had 10 players in the box. Gaudiano was the lone man forward. Duncan takes a look. Tries to chip, but Middlebury's back in close to full force. Silva a header. He'll win the second. Paul Silva on the run. Sliding it wide. Here's Betterly. Takes a couple of touches. He'll send a cross in. Cleared out. Right to Silva. Chipping. And he does not get the foul here. Throw in for the Engineers. This referee has been consistent. He has not given that. Duncan off the throw. Trying to slide it through. Fans want a handball. Not going to get that either. Goulart. Over the top. Covering is DiMaselli. He'll turn it all the way back to Breezik with Barry pressuring. And it's a bit of a miss hit. But a flick on header from Ashong. Into Duncan. Quick touch wide. Betterly. Playing it towards the middle. Cut off by Robinson. That was McFarland. Throw in for RPI. 2.5 into double overtime. And Dylan Ashong to throw this one in. Confair with a little bit of room. And they want a handball. They're not going to get that either. That would have been some way to go. Barry holding things up well. Steps inside of DiMaselli. Still Barry on the run. A shot. And Breezik gets his mitts to it and holds on. Looking for that far post was Barry. And a push in the back. And a foul is called. Engineers went to penalty kicks last Saturday against Clarkson after a scoreless draw. The Golden Knights won it in 7 rounds, 6-5. Bisson gets forward. DiMaselli's going to take this. Plays it in. Falls in the 18, cleared out. Confair over. Toppled over by Goulart, and he gives away another free kick. And DiMaselli hobbles over to take this as well. Plenty of targets up there. Bisson, Duncan, Harton can get up for a header. We saw him do it yesterday. Ball played in. Headed by Bisson towards the far post. Gaudiano trying to get there. It'll be a goal kick. halfway through double overtime. NESCAC Rookie of the Year, Ryan Grady, to put the ball back into play. Over Duncan. Wilhelm, and over the head kick sideways. Up the wing, DiMaselli. Well done. Tackled right back, though. Here's a cross. It's blocked out for a corner. Third corner kick of the game for Middlebury here. Feels like a lot more, but that's because of the long throw-ins. The weapon they have in Jacob LeBranch. It'll be an in-swinger from the right side. Here's the ball in, headed straight up and over the top. Goal kick. This ball comes down at midfield. Potter plays it wide. Send up the wing, but out of play. Wilhelm. Goulart touches it past to Shong. Bisson's going to get there first. And a nifty touch. Slams it forward. Duncan trying to hold up. Confair. Wide to Betterly. Slips it through back to Confair. Now Silva. Silva looking for a lane. Silva crossing. All the way through. Oh my, right through the 6. No one could get a touch. Throw in for RPI. And this will be a corner kick. Coming up on 2 minutes before penalties. Silva again comes over. If the Engineers want to go short, Confair. Williamsport, Pennsylvania native. Put it into the box. It's a low one towards the near post. Bouncing ball! Oh! And another corner coming. That's 2 balls that have just danced across the 6. Another corner for RPI. It's their 10th of the game. 90 seconds to go. Into the box. A header. A shot. Over the top from Harton. It's a ball that's tough to get on top of. And Harton just couldn't do it. Middlebury seems content with penalties right now. Kick will be taken with about 50 seconds to go. Flick on header. Touched wide. Betterly's going to get there. He'll use a Shong. Trying to play it long. There'll be another goal kick unless... And I'd be surprised if Grady takes this. There's 20 seconds left. Engineers are going to have to put the bit of frustration they have had today and not scoring behind them because this game's going to penalties again. For for the second time in 3 games. The Engineers will have to try and win it from the spot. PKs it is. We'll have them for you in just a moment. You're watching NCAA Regional Final Action from East Campus Stadium.
Should I stay down here or should I come back up? I don't know. What do you think? I think I'm going to stay down here. You have to go where they say. Yeah, I think it's fair because they didn't score against you. Correct. Okay. All right.
Let's go, man! RPI doesn't do it. PK stands for.
Ref thought they was doing another 5 or something like that. Told everybody if it goes for time for 5, we do another 5. That's not the rule. Yeah. Other week, right or not. Right here. Oh my Lanta. I wonder how much scouting has gone into their goal. Well, I mean, what do you think, Brad? Having fun? Having fun? That fireball came in really handy. Settled my nerves a little bit. Which end? Which end? Anybody know which end? My prediction on the way over in the car. Is that really? Yeah, it says 0-0 tied. Neither can anyone on us. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. There we go, Middlebury! Got like 3 guys I know. I know. College goalie took one. Yeah, missed it. Yeah, missed one. Yeah, that's right. So last game was the regular season. We're up 1-0. 6 minutes. Oh my God. And then the second overtime was
Ready for penalties, ready or not. Each team has selected 10. We don't know who they are until they step up. We do know that RPI senior captain Matt LeBranch, I'm being told he's doing them, he's not.
Mojo, good mojo, mojo. Mojo still going. I like the mojo. 21's going first. 21.
Well, I was told LeBranch might be taking these, or trying to defend these penalties for RPI, but it is Brazic. Here we go, Josh Gaudiano. Is the penalty kick taker for RPI, and he'll respot the ball once the goalkeepers are being addressed by the referee, I'm sure, to talk about where to keep their feet. An ongoing issue in all of soccer across the world. Goalie's coming off the line early. All right, Gaudiano against the NESCAC Rookie of the Year, Ryan Grady. Here we go. And Gaudiano buries it. 1-0 RPI. Freshman from Manhattan Beach. Cool as you like. Middlebury will send up Ben Potter, a senior from Chicago, Illinois, against Luke Brazic. The all-league honorable mention goalkeeper for the Engineers, who taps his post and crossbar and hopes they can help him today. Out of Comino Island, Washington. Here's the kick from Potter. Slots it into the left side, 1-1. Dylan Confair will be the next taker for the Engineers. Confair, senior from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And he rolls it to the same spot that Potter did. Two to 1. Middlebury will send up a defender. All NESCAC second team center back Michael McFarland, a sophomore from Suffield, Connecticut. A straight ahead run up. Looks like he'll take it with his left foot. Here he is. And he blasts it into the left side.
Let's go, Blue!
2-2 after 2 rounds. Now Dylan Ashong, senior back out of Pleasant Valley, New York. Ashong versus Grady in round 3. Right down the middle. 3-2 RPI. And now Mojerani, Shams Mojerani. He played a bit in the first half. I don't think we've seen him since then. He's a senior from Boston. And he will step up to take this penalty. You can use anybody on the 24-man roster. They don't have to have been in the game or even have played in the game. Just had to be in the 24 to take penalties. Here is the kick. And he slots it home. 3-3 through 3. Michael Harton is the kick taker for RPI. Junior out of Merrick, New York. Here's his kick. Blasted home. 4-3 RPI. Nary a miss so far. As we move to the bottom half of the fourth, if you will. Sophomore Liam Sloan out of Harvard, Massachusetts, went to Middlesex School, excuse me. Another right-footed kicker for Middlebury against Brazic. Here it is. and Breezick stops it! All eyes on Paul Silva, the sophomore from Wayne, New Jersey. Breezick with the big right hand to keep it out. And now Silva. He scores! And the Engineers win it! For the first time in school history, RPI is going to the Sweet 16. Are you kidding me? What a game. A tragic ending, as it always is. But the Engineers come out on top. RPI knows just how Middlebury feels. It was only a week ago when the Engineers League title hopes were dashed by Clarkson. But redemption here tonight as RPI wins it. Just one PK save for Breezick was all the Engineers needed. They did not miss. Officially a tie, the Engineers move to 15-2-4 on the year. Middlebury now 9-3-8. They conclude their season with a third straight trip to the NCAA tournament. A tremendous effort all the way around. You have to obviously feel for the Panthers. They played a heck of a game. They kept one of the top offenses in the country scoreless. Not easy to do. Team that scored 4 goals rather easily yesterday. They were frustrated all evening. But a penalty kick shootout victory for RPI. That'll do it for us here at RPI TV. The Engineers are moving on to take on Messiah. We don't know where or when, but that's coming up next week. First trip past the second round for RPI men's soccer in program history. I want to thank you all for watching. All of our staff here, RPI TV, and the volunteers of this great club have brought you all the games this weekend. Camera folks, some of them braving the cold all weekend to get you the shots that you saw here tonight and yesterday. We'll leave you with that. Our final score was RPI 0 and Middlebury 0. The Engineers advance on penalty kicks 5-3. You've been watching NCAA Regional Championship Soccer on RPI TV.